Afternoon, Roberto. Firstly, the club's announced that Kaoru Mitoma has signed a new contract. You must be delighted with that news.
Yes, I'm really delighted for Kaoru for the extension of his contract. Is a very important news for the future because Kaoru is one of the best players in our team.
Can I ask you about some of the players that you're hopefully having returning for tomorrow? Noticed James Milner was back in training today. Will he be available tomorrow? Also Pascal Gross. I know he was late coming back with Germany. Will he be involved tomorrow?
Yes, James Milner is available to play, to start the game. Pascal as well. We have two injuries, Pervis Estupanian and Tariq Lamptey, yes. And Moder started to work with us in the group, and is another great news for us.
Is Tariq far away? And just on Pascal, he's got a lot of plaudits in Germany as well. He's done so well for Brighton. You must be really pleased with his progress generally.
Yes, for us, but for me, it's still important things when our players play in the national team, especially Pascal and Luis, no, because they are not used to playing in national team. They national team, and it's an honor, it's a proud for us.
Some comments from Pep Guardiola in his press conference today. He spoke really highly of yourself and your team. He said this afternoon you're transforming Brighton into a top club, and he's also previously mentioned he learnt things about the game from you. What are your thoughts on Pep, and do you see some similarities between yourself and him?
Pep is the best coach in the world, and is a reference for not only for me, but I think for all coaches in the world. I'm happy when I listen Pep speak about me. Is a honor. I feel in difficult situation, no? Un po' di imbarazzo, no?
A bit embarrassed.
But we are working to progress. I think we are not a big team yet. We are working for it with handball, with passion. But we know we are Brighton. We have to show a lot of things in this season. Is a very difficult season for us. I think we are playing well, we are fighting well, but we have to improve, we have to progress, we have to adapt a new challenge in a new season.
Do you see similarities between the two of you, though, like in terms of your natures? He seems like a perfectionist yourself as well. Do you?
Pep is a boss. I would like to do something the same, no? Because he's working from I don't know how many years. He won in Barcelona. He won in Bayern Munich. He won in Man City. But the way which he won is different than other players, the other coaches, no? I think the world will remember him not only for the win, the victory, but for the way he won, and is unique in it.
Just one last question from me. Evan Ferguson, he's one of 4 Premier League players that's been nominated for the Golden Boy Award. That's a huge credit to him, but also to Brighton as well.
You speak very fast for me. Eh? No, it's an honor. Evan was his birthday yesterday. Yes, yesterday. and he's 19, and he scored. He already scored 15 goals in Premier League, more or less. And the future is for him. No, I think he can, and he has improved. The last part of the season, before the break of the national team, he suffered a bad moment. But I think in the next 6 games can be very important for us because he has different characteristics, different quality than other attackers.
Hi Roberto. City have lost 3 of their last 4 games.
It's a bad news for us.
Yeah, all good news? Is it a good time?
It's a bad news.
Why is that?
Because the big team are not used to lose 3 games in the last 4. The last 4-1. But anyway, we have to think for ourselves, to think to improve in the quality of the play, because we are not playing enough for our level, and to compete for our target. We have to understand, if we want to win or if we want to compete, we must play better than last game. Against Liverpool we play better than Villa Park, Velodrome, Bournemouth, but we have to reach the different level of the quality of the play, for sure. Without the quality, without the quality of the play, we can't reach any target, and we have to have clear these things. The quality of the play is the way through we can reach the historic target. Without it, we can't reach nothing.
I don't know if you'll take this as bad or good news, but obviously Erling Haaland's not been scoring as many recently. He scored twice against you when you went to the Etihad last season. Is that a positive? Do you see that as?
It's another bad news because the big players, the big strikers, when they are not scoring so many goals, they are more angry to score, angry to have a chance to score. But it's not only Haaland, because Doku is a great player, Foden, Alvarez, if we are speaking about attackers.
I know you said you get embarrassed when you hear Pep Guardiola speak about you, but as well as admiring your football, he said you're a handsome man today. What do you make of those comments?
No, I have a big respect for Pep, not only for the coach, but because he helped me in the first period of my time in England, no, and I appreciate the people who keep the memory, no, and I can't forget the first moment in Brighton, and I can't forget his behavior with me, and for it there is this respect. He played in my town, for my club, Brescia. We have Edoardo Piovani, the team manager of Brescia, my big friend and his big friend, and for it we have a lot of things in common.
Roberto, am I right in thinking that you spent some time with Pep when he was at Bayern Munich to watch training? Is that right? What did you learn from that experience?
But I was 2 times, and he gave me time. He spent with me much time with me, and I've now started to work to be a coach, and for it is another things to understand Pep, no, because okay, I was player, but not famous player, important player, and he gave me respect for the first moment in Bayern Munich. I think 2000, the first year. I finished to be a player, and the year after I was to him, and he gave me time, respect, advice, sure.
Chris mentioned the wealth of talent and players that they have, particularly attacking players. How difficult is it to prepare for a game against Manchester City, maybe compared to other teams in the Premier League?
Very difficult. I think to prepare the game against City is the toughest game, because they can play in different way. They are used to changing position inside of the pitch. They can attack with 5 players, or with 2 winger and 2 player behind the striker. In the last game they played in different way against Arsenal, and they are great to keep the ball. And we would like to keep the ball, and when we find another team who want to keep the ball more than us, is a tougher game.
Yeah. Could I just ask about Jakub Moder? You mentioned him back in training. How much of a boost is that for you? But also, where is he in terms of a full return?
It's a human things, Moder, because when a player lose 1 year of injury, is before then tactical or professional things, is a human things, no, and we want to help him to back like before the injury. And I think he can become important for us, especially if we play after January a lot of game. Can become important.